Hey everyone, Brooke Bryant here with Planet Earth. That's planetirth.com. And what we're going to do, this is going to be a two-part video. We're going to do the raw key lime pie. Huge request for that. There's a lot of people that have tried this too, that have come, have taken the raw food classes that we're teaching here. They love it. So, upon request, we're going to go ahead and actually do a video on this raw key lime pie so that you, the viewer, can make it at home in the privacy of your own kitchen, share it with your family, and get your own oohs and ahs out of this, because this stuff is really, really good. Okay? So, like I said, it's going to be two parts. We're going to do the crust first, so you can master the crust, and then we're going to do the filling, so you can master the filling, and then, of course, we'll show the final product here, okay? So we're going to start with the crust. Crust is really simple. All we're going to use for the crust is dates, almond meal. Now almond meal, you can either buy almond meal at your local health food store, or you can make your own almond meal. Almond meal basically is raw almonds that have been grounded to a powder. Now I personally, because I germinate all my seeds and nuts, I germinate my almonds first, then I let them dry a tad bit, and then I grind them. So that's how I'm doing it myself. But you're welcome to either do the same that I do, or you can go and you can purchase a bag of almond meal, and that's how you can do it. Now my quantities, again, are going to be a little different than the ones you get. So make sure you watch the entire video, because at the end of the video is going to be the entire recipe for you. And that's going to fit into a 9-inch pie dish. And that's what you'll be using for yours. I'm consequently making this because tomorrow I have this huge raw food potluck I'm going to, and this is going to be my presentation. So again, my quantity is going to be different. So make sure you go to the end of the video, watch the video to the end, and you're going to be able to get the recipe there as well, okay? So first thing I'm going to do is show you how to make that crust. So I'm going to use a small processor here because I'm kind of on the go right now, so I've got my on the go type of stuff. And I'm going to add my almond meal. And the goal here is basically to mix the almond meal with the dates, and I've got shredded coconut, and then I've got vanilla bean too, and those are going to be my main ingredients for my pie crust, okay? So I've got my almond meal in there. I'm going to add my dates, and I think your recipe is going to call for around 5 to 6 dates. I'm not sure, but again, you'll be able to see that at the end of the video. So I'm going to process this up. I'm going to put in my coconut. I've got my raw coconut flakes, and I'm going to add a little bit of my vanilla bean, and then I'm going to process this out. And the consistency we're looking for here is a nice sticky consistency, okay? Perfect. So here we go. I'm going to use my spatula and just kind of push this down a little bit. I might have to cheat in a second, and of course, that's cheat the food processor so I can keep the lid off and get this stuff working really good. But maybe not, maybe not. Yes, we're going to cheat the food processor really quick. So, what I'm going to do is use it without the lid on. Okay, and I'm going to put this in my bowl here, and this is what we're going to add it to, and then we're going to mix it in here in a few minutes. And we've got our pie crust that's slowly coming along and right together, so this is really great. Just get it out of here with a spatula. So now the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to knead this a little bit in the bowl, make sure it's all mixed really good together, and then we're going to spread it out into our pie tin, okay? Okay, so we're just kneading this now, and you can see its consistency. Like, this is really awesome, right? Like, that's our pie crust. How cool is that? Now we're just going to basically just place it in the bowl here. You're going to be putting it into your pie tin, unless, of course, you do a casserole dish like this. And I'm doing this because, in the end, this is basically going to be a really, really big pie, and it's just easier this way for me because of where I'm taking it to, which is the raw potluck, which is pretty cool. And then we're just going to mash it down and really get it, you know. What I would suggest is using your coconut oil, your coconut butter, and maybe just spreading that on the bottom of your pie tin first, so that when you're ready, when it's done, you're ready to dish it out. It'll help it not stick as much. I'm of course not going to go up the sides of this casserole dish. I'm going to leave it on the bottom because I'm kind of layering the pie in this case, the key lime pie in this case, in the casserole dish. But normally in a pie tin, I'd roll it up the sides, just like a pie, right? Just like a pie crust. So That's really cool. So basically you just want to get it so that it's even, and then really mash it down. And you can choose your thickness, you know what I'm saying? If you want it a little thicker, you can add more of the ingredient. It's entirely up to you. So basically this is going to be the end result of what I'm looking for personally, but you can see we just kind of drop that down right there. Okay, perfect. So the last thing we're going to do with our pie crust is we're going to go ahead and put this in the freezer while we make our pie filling, okay? And that's going to allow it to set a little faster and a little easier. Perfect. So let's move on to step 2, video 2. So make sure you watch video 2, and that's where you're going to get all the information on how to make the filling and bring the whole pie together. I'll see you there.